Hey guys, RealmwarssII's here with another commentary. Today's topic is going to be the discussion of Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, before I begin, I'm going to say this. I am somewhat defending the game and somewhat not. Because the people who said that defending the game, I do have some issues with that I'd like to point out, but the other guy who I will be talking about in this video is something completely different. Yes, I'm talking about Gligar13Vids. There, I said your name right. Enjoy your dick stroke while it lasts. Anyway, where have you heard this guy's name before? Probably when he made a video on Sonic Generations saying it sucked when, if you looked at the video, it looked like he couldn't play a video game for shit. I mean, hell, when I first played Green Hill Zone, I S-ranked that bitch the first time I played it. But today, he's doing a commentary on my friend Shadsouls11. Now, before I begin, I would like to state this before someone starts going and pointing fingers saying, "Oh, you're just defending him because he's your friend." No, not true at all. I'm defending Tom because Gligar made a shitty commentary towards him, and you will see as to why when I get into it. Although there are some things that I'd like to bring up about Tom as well, because there's some things that I'd like to tell him about as well in this video, so that's where the semi-defense comes in. So anyway, let's begin with this, shall we? Wow, did I drag this shit on.
Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna make
Dear God, it's Caesar91 before he hit puberty.
Shadow the Hedgehog X-Play commentary, or quote, defense, as in D-E-F-E-N-C-E.
Congratulations! You can S-P-E-L-L. That doesn't stop you from being an F-A-G-G-O-T.
Well, this video is bad. This guy pretty much explains how not to commentate on a video. He does pretty much every single fanboy defense you can possibly do, such as saying, the guy sucks, and pausing it right before the guy explains why it sucks to be like, why does it suck? You don't even say why.
Keep in mind that he said that. Keep in mind that he said that Tom does nothing but pulls every single generic fanboy defense argument, because that's going to come back and bite him right in the ass.
All in all, this is not how you make a commentary and not how you make your point across.
Uh-oh, the master of commentaries has spoken. Let's all blindly listen like the mindless tools he thinks we are.
So, in other words, this video fails. Now, about Shadow the Hedgehog, everyone needs to know why I think this game is stupid. Well, just watch my video. I made a video on why I don't like this game and why it's stupid, but some people cannot handle the opinion, so let me begin with this video, shall we? One more thing. I have muted the intro on his video, even though it's really bad, because I don't want the claim people to be on me. So, in other words, let's just start this video off. And one more thing.
Oh, so it's Joshua 8428 syndrome. Oh, I have one more thing to say, followed by 30 other things.
After you stopped saying what you want.
What a crap full of fuck platypus.
Okay. Look at this Windows Movie Maker titles and stuff. Okay, the Array Gamer, yeah, everyone dislikes him, but I think he did it because of the shower review. Oh, Game Dude. Yeah, everyone and their mom has made a commentary on him. Oh, wait, you're using Windows Movie Maker titles and low-resolution internet things?
Well, sorry if we all can't have Adobe Premiere. Sheesh, and people want to say Tubers is a graphics fag. Besides, this isn't all that bad for MS Paint and Movie Maker standards. He at least put some effort into it. I mean, if you want to see bad MS Paint videos, look at Xeon the Hero Hogs videos.
And your recolor, this video is already failing and I'm not even far into it, but what the heck. I shouldn't make too much fun of it because, well, that was really mature, blowing up all your haters on YouTube, so.
Hey guys, it's Shadsouls11 here with a brand new commentary. This one was actually suggested by a friend of mine, Shadow1750, my favourite 3D Sonic game out there. X-Play, I feel they went the wrong way.
Jesus Christ, someone just ran over a chihuahua with a freaking truck.
Shadow's your 3D favorite Sonic?
So, you could say I'm defending the game, but more importantly,
you're a fanboy, right?
So, because he's defending a game you happen to not like, that makes him a fanboy? Then, would you not be a fanboy of X-Play since you're defending them from someone who happens to not like the review? I see this a lot with you. You claim people to be fanboys of certain things just because you happen to not like it, making your definition of fanboy off base. So, what? Does that mean Bound in Flames 21 is a fangirl of Kid vs. Cat because I fucking hate that show?
X-Play's sheer stupidity. So So, let's get this shit fest over
let's
with.
start the fail.
Psst! Hey Gligar, you're doing it wrong. Last time I checked, Red Supre imitations were funny.
Badass intro music is not going to save this atrocity.
So what does this have to do with the reviews?
Wait, didn't you go on a tangent about Tom's intro to his commentaries, yet you're going to bitch at Tom for criticizing an intro? What's that word I'm looking for? Alright, here it is!
Sonic the Hedgehog games.
But do you think you would prefer them if they actually did not have Sonic the Hedgehog in them?
Oh, what?
If they actually did not have Sonic the Hedgehog in them?
Oh.
Did you even play the game? Because Sonic is in it.
You do know they wrote this review after they were done?
They wrote this review after they were done. Done with what exactly? The game? Then that just makes Tom's point even stronger, because if they played the game and made that statement, it would have made them come off as completely blind and not even know what happened in the game.
Support characters for the heroes.
Plus, they meant that you played as Shadow the whole game.
They probably meant to say that it's a Sonic game where you can't play as Sonic.
Yeah,
well,
there were ones before that,
I
but
still feel the need to correct what they said, as it just goes to show how.
So, in other words, if they don't say it in a certain way, it makes you rage in a commentary, right?
You're in luck. We got.
Oh yes, he be raging, man. It's impossible to contain such a rabid beast of anger. I'd like to know your definition of raging too, because apparently that must be off base. Also, way to incorporate Shadow Star logic in your video, the worst kind of logic. It doesn't matter the way I say it, but how I say it. No, the way you say it does have some part, because if you're going to state an argument, you better know how to state it properly, otherwise it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. I'm sure you know that feeling, right sir? If not, don't worry, you'll experience it several more times throughout this entire video.
The Hedgehog game with absolutely none of the stuff that makes the Sonic games cool.
Sonic Labyrinth has been out for 15 years already.
Here's our review of Shadow
Maybe
the
they're
Hedgehog.
not reviewing that.
Wow, that was
The
a
legend of
pointless and
Groundhog's
stupid
Day
thing to
states that
say.
if the groundhog sees his shadow, we can expect another 6 weeks of winter. If there are legends surrounding hedgehogs, it might go a little something like this. Shadow the Hedgehog sucks.
You lie.
Okay,
Oh
I
my
admit
God.
that seemed a bit harsh judgment.
People already can't handle their
The way
opinion
things have been
already.
with-
Hold it! You're bashing on Tom for not handling opinions, yet when people call you out on your bullshit, you start pulling excuse after excuse, as if, you know, you're always right and everyone's always wrong. And on top of that, when Tom said that he liked Shadow the Hedgehog, you laughed at his face and called him a fanboy. What's that word I'm looking for? Alright, here it is!
With X-Play, I just, don't have any hope for them to give a just and detailed review of this game.
Okay.
Sadly, it's become painfully obvious that Sega has no idea.
Hey guys, remember when he said at the beginning of this video that Tom pulls out every generic fanboy defense argument to bash on X-Play for? Well, he just did one right now. He pulled the nuh-uh card. So this is what contradiction would sound like if it had a physical form.
What to do with the Sonic franchise.
And you say this because, well, if you ask
Their
me,
last
the
few games
developers,
has sucked.
what they did with this game was take the concept of speed and platforming
You
from
mean
the previous game,
take the concept
but for
of
this
better
game,
games
they add a few tweaks to the gameplay,
and add a few stuff
So
that
if you
makes
ask
it worse,
me, they did seem
and
to know what
messes
they
it
were
and breaks
doing.
it even more.
So they attempt to incorporate things from other games, and that's what broke this one. Care to explain to me Jack 2's ordeal?
You know any better. Oh, and just to let you know,
cool
also,
salt.
Sonic Team makes the games. And
Oh,
Sega
I'm sorry,
publishes them.
Pwn Master.
Just
I
wanted to
didn't
clear
know you were
that
the
up.
expert at trash talking
And
people.
instead
I'll
of
be sure
letting
to
it
keep that
retire
in mind.
peacefully, they
Cool.
slapped some lipstick on it, told it to
Why
stop
not
crying,
stuff
and made it go
right?
out and dance for another night. First of all, the gameplay is a letdown. It reminds me of what my ex used to say. I'm that manager hedgehog. I'm disappointed.
Is this a joke?
Sure, the basic elements from the Sonic Adventure games are here. The large levels filled with obstacles, enemies, and secret paths for collecting rings.
Congratulations, Adam Sessler.
That wasn't
you just
everything,
contradicted
but
what you said earlier about this game.
you are
having
going to
nothing that made
contradict
the earlier
yourself a
games
lot
good.
more, Shad
Great
Silson.
Oh, and out of that, how many times do you butt yourself in the ass? I think irony is knocking on your door, sir. I think you should answer it.
fucking job.
But the character control is ridiculously awkward.
How are the controls awkward? I had no
Spoiler,
problem
he explains it in
controlling
3
Shadow, and
seconds.
the buttons responded just fine for me. My only one complaint I had with the
Fanboy
controls was that they were
denying
a bit
the
slippery
problem.
at times.
Again, your definition of fanboy is off base. How is he a fanboy if he goes into further detail on his thoughts on the control to a game? He even brought up issues he had himself, so how is he a fanboy? Oh, that's right, because you hate this guy with a burning passion and are going to bias everything he says just because he likes a game you don't. Also, you talk about maturity on the internet, yet you blindly label people as a fanboy or a fangirl just for liking something you don't. Almost as if you're using it as an insult to put someone down. As if you're more superior to them. What's that word I'm looking for? Alright, here it is.
But other than that, they're not that bad. They just take
they
time
are.
to get used to.
When you tap your controller a little, they go all over the place.
Gliding about like an ice skater with a brain tumor. And this game has worse camera control than Michael Bay.
He just explained it.
The fuck are you talking about? The only thing I heard from him was when you grind, you feel like you're someone with a brain tumor, then switch the topic to the camera. How's that elaborate on the controls? All he talked about was the grinding, and even that was vaguely explained.
I must insist you elaborate on how the camera controls are apparently worse for Michael Bay, and how this affects
just wait till you
gameplay.
see the video.
And don't resort to the video did the talking excuse.
In other words,
every maneuver is made
trying hard to
difficult
defend it,
thanks
right?
to that infernal camera. Oh, get over!
Okay, I'll give him that one. The video did kind of do the talking. But there's one thing I'd like to bring up. You say how Tom is trying too hard to defend this game, yet you can't even defend X-Play without biting yourself in the ass. You're the exact same thing you say is bad.
See, he just explained it. Double fail.
And it's a bizarre attempt to make the game edgy. Sega thought it would be a good idea to introduce firearms into the mix.
Well, I fail to see how that's a bad idea. You see, Sonic Team did it to give Shadow more identity as a character, because in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, people pointed out that Shadow's gameplay was too identical to Sonic's, so they decided to give him guns,
maybe they were different reviewers.
And Chaos Power.
Even if they were different reviewers, they had a point. In Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow played the exact same way as Sonic did. Didn't really come off as creative, almost as if the industry just ran out of ideas for a new Sonic character. Sure, giving Shadow guns and a darker personality isn't all that creative either, but they at least differentiated between Sonic and Shadow so they don't both come off as the same character. Hey, at least one of us is using logic, and obviously you're not coming up with anything. Just doing my job here.
Powers and bada bing bada boom. Different character, different gameplay. It's not that
and the
hard
gameplay
to
sucks.
understand.
It's nothing like Sonic.
Sir, would you quit sucking the dick of all the stereotypical Sonic fags and have an opinion of your own?
Oh yeah, a bad idea.
I was not aware of that.
Sure, you get to blast enemies, but you spend most of your time hunting for
he
ammo and virtually no time running really fast.
Barely.
Here's my counter-argument to that. Yes, you do hunt for ammo in the levels, but you don't even need the guns to beat some of the levels. They're entirely
because the homing
optional,
attack's broken.
And as long as you're conservative with ammo, you won't even need to make stops. The game is very generous with ammo, so you do get those moments of running really fast even with the occasional ammo stop. Unless you suck at the game and waste all your ammo like an idiot, which I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case here.
And your excuses to defend X-Play are just as bad, sir. Again, everything you say is terrible.
Do we need to say this before it gets through everyone's thick heads? Sonic games are not just about speed. They're about platforming as well. Even
then why have the last
original
few Sonic games
Hedgehog,
been run
there are only a
forward?
handful of levels.
Really? All of Sonic's recent outings? Even Colors? Strange, I remember some platforming in that game. Or what about Generations? There was some platforming in that game too. Oh yeah, that's right, you hate Generations, so of course you'd be oblivious to everything you see.
Which involve speed. The rest
Sega apparently makes every new
platforming.
game Sonic,
So
and you're
no,
using the old Sonics to
franchise is
defend
not
it?
all about speed.
Hey, remember when you said that you need to listen to a person's entire argument before making a judgment? He just made one. He was just saying that Sonic was never just about speed, and he went so far back as to use classic Sonic as his example, because those games were what most people think a Sonic game should be. And what Alex Sessler said, he was basically saying all Sonic games should be about speed, when not every single Sonic game has been about speed. Even the classic games had platforming in them. In fact, most people think that the classic Sonic games should basically be everything Sonic should be about today. they would say that it shouldn't just be mind-blowing speed, but platforming as well. That's what made the classic Sonic games so recognizable. Yet you completely misjudged what he stated before he finished his argument, and then just jumping in with no real information at hand. Something you criticized Tom for doing. You know that word I'm looking for? Oh, thank you! You found it!
This is the person who thinks Shadow's a good game.
Well, it's better than some retard who mindlessly sucks Alex Sessler's dick.
What's worse is this game could be construed as racist.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna take a break right now from the video just to tell you guys this.
You may not know already, but the only reason I'm making this video is because I think Morgan Webb is hot. And if I defend her, she'll get on one knee and suck my penis. Oh, wait, you already knew that? Well, this is awkward.
Seriously? Using Nostalgia Critic clips out of context are not funny.
How the fuck was that clip out of context? I mean, I hate to see Nostalgia Critic clips getting milked just as much as you do, but it was a representation of his reaction to the comment he just heard. I mean, the enemies are referred to as black aliens, because that's what they are, black aliens. So how is that racist? How is that clip out of context if that was just a representation of his reaction to the comment? You'd probably make that reaction too if someone said something like that about a game you probably liked. Not surprised if you would anyway. And besides, didn't you make certain comments throughout this video that were out of context or irrelevant, such as...
Shadow's your 3D favorite Sonic?
So, you could say I'm defending the game, but more importantly...
You're a fanboy, right?
Sonic Labyrinth has been out for 15 years already.
Here's our review of Shadow
Maybe
the
they're
Hedgehog.
not reviewing that.
Retsupre would spit in your face, sir.
They do not make you funny. When you use them out of context, they sound like a random guy sitting at a desk yelling.
Okay, Mr. Funny Man, can I hear your jokes? No? You're just gonna continue talking out of your ass? Well, okay then. Schmuck.
Not funny. One more thing I thought I'd tell you.
Followed by 20 more things.
Your things or points have contradicted themselves. Right after you say something, boom, the guy shows it off. In other words, maybe you need to watch the videos more before making a commentary instead of coming up with an idea in 5 minutes to make a commentary ripping on a guy you don't like because he gave your favorite game a 1 out of 10.
Hey, mister, I believe the saying is called practice what you preach. A few minutes ago, you completely jumped on one of Tom's arguments right before he finished the statement he was about to make, and you took it out of context. And while you say Tom is raging on XPlay for giving a game a low score, you're going after Tom for liking a game you happen to not like. And the only reason you actually decided to go with a commentary on Tom is because you happen to despise him. You're the same contradiction you claim Tom to be, yet you're so blind because all you do is just talk out of your ass. I understand you're trying to be some smug, omnipotent, all-knowing faggot trying to open the eyes of the blind, but here's one problem. You're doing it wrong.
The Black Aliens.
Black aliens.
Committed by the Black Aliens.
Black
Aliens. Eliminate the Black Aliens.
Kill them all.
We must stand united to defend our world against these invaders.
That president seems a little too concerned with the real estate value of his planet now that the black aliens have moved in. I bet if it were white aliens, everyone would be all hugs, smiles, and welcome baskets.
The joke went right over your head. And your recolor light is cool too.
God.
Gotta love the
Adam
animation.
Sessler,
well, sorry if not
moron.
everyone can get Flash, Mr. Retsupre
worried
wannabe.
about the planet because of the black aliens. Of course he's fucking worried.
And
the
Shadow is
aliens
also
are
a black
destroying the
hedgehog
planet.
with guns
Oh,
and
but
shit.
you think they're
Wow,
only
that was
trying to stop
pointless.
them because
Something you criticized
they're
Tom for doing
black
throughout this
aliens
entire
and
video.
not white
Again,
aliens.
you're a hypocrite.
Not at all to do with the fact that they're destroying the friggin' planet. Do you even realise how stupid that statement was?
I love how
this
stupid
game
you sound
is not
raging, by
promoting
the way.
racism.
And you know what? Too easy.
You're more
Too
racist
easy.
than this game because you made the separation between black and white. You fucking jackass.
Okay, this is something I can get on Tom for. I wouldn't say they were being racist, mainly because if they were being racist, they would be treating black skin tone as a disease or something that should be treated as inferior to white skin. If Alex Sessler did something like that, then yeah, you could call him a racist for that. You see what I'm doing, Gligar? I'm coming up with arguments and backing it up with facts. Something you fail at doing, apparently.
No, you.
The tragic part of all this is that any hint of racism makes real hedgehogs cry.
You're so funny, XD!
I hate to break it to you, but that isn't a real hedgehog. It's just a Sonic plush.
What?
But enough of this.
And that was kind of pointless.
Come on, Tom, don't do that to me, brother.
Something good.
I could think of at least 10 things good about the game.
The game sucks, the game sucks, the graphics are horrible.
They're big.
Yeah, I only say this because other people said it before me, and I'm a mindless sheep and I follow absolutely everything that I listen to, and not to mention I hate people who like things I don't like.
And there's a lot of them.
But because he couldn't be asked to go into any proper detail, the levels are also awesome because they are varied in their design and have variety to them.
And they all have
have
cheap deaths because of the sloppy
alongside just
controls.
getting from point A to point B, and you can choose your own story path to take. I think
Yeah, and if you've ever played a better game, you'll realize those have better stories, which you can choose, like Knights of the Old Republic.
It's time to make all final preparations for our ritual.
It's good to see Dr. Claw getting some VO work after Inspector Gadget. We actually dug up some of the outtakes in that recording session. Let's take a listen.
Does it say I'm going to fet you, Shadow, or is that a typo? Get you? Oh, yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I'll get you next time, Shadow. Next time. What? No? Okay, I just thought I'd throw that in for the fans, but okay. It's your destiny. The power emeralds are... Oh, sorry guys, my bad. Just one second.
I love this humor.
I told you never to call me here. Seriously. Later.
Sorry about that, boys. Okay, let's back to one.
Okay, I will admit that was kind of funny. But on the other hand, what does it have to do with reviewing the game? If it doesn't have much of
What
a
does it also
purpose,
have to do with you complaining about the intro?
To avoid
Yet you also bitched at Tom's intro, yet you criticized Tom for bitching at an intro. You can try to act like you're smart, but the truth is, you're just an autistic Down syndrome downy retard kid who makes epileptic downies feel like graduates from Yale. But I think a better argument towards Tom would be, the point of that part was an attempt to make humor into the review, which adds entertainment value. You know, something some commentators attempt to do. I mean, if the joke wasn't funny, I understand that, but you even said it was funny, so congrats, Alex Sessler did what he wanted to do. Like, why am I doing this when you're supposed to be making the commentary? I mean, you're the one who's supposed to be going against this, guy, so why is it that I have to make most of the points for you?
avoid it seeming like it's just padding.
Ultimately, this Shadow leaves us completely in the dark. We give Shadow the Hedgehog a 1 out of 5.
Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry, weren't you also the one who brought up maturity in a commentary, yet you're attempting to crack jokes at Tom? Now, I don't have a problem with pot shots in a commentary, but if you're also going to bring up maturity in a commentary, then you're bullshitting yourself. How is cracking jokes at a person being mature? You want to know why people bash you, Gligar? It's because you cross your own lines that you set for other people. You tell someone not to do this, yet you do it the second you object to it, and you make it so obvious it makes you come off as a retard. And that is why people mock you for it. That's why people make fun of you. That's why people think that you're a retard, because you make yourself come off as one.
Let me just fix that rating for you.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, I have to admit, that was kind of stupid and
Shadow, your
fanboyish.
obsession with the so-called misdeeds of the black aliens is more than a little offensive.
Did you ever consider that the white aliens may have just been doing the same damage?
Oh god, don't bring this up again, or I'll be forced to direct you to an earlier point in the video.
But through corporations or discriminatory laws?
Ways that are accepted by the gun-toting hedgehog policing the streets. Hedgehogs that would shoot a brother dead if they found him in the wrong neighborhood.
So essentially what we're saying is race war is the only answer.
Right. For the record, I'm 1/64th Indian princess.
Does this have anything to do with reviewing the game? Or is it just
Why are you complaining?
Either way.
Do I really have to explain the concept of filler? Alright, I guess I have to, since someone's brain was misplaced. Filler, depending how it's executed, can either be cool or completely pointless. And if it's pointless, then there's no reason for it to be there to begin with, because all it does is waste time. That is why Tom brought that up, because it felt like a waste. Which is funny, because didn't you complain about trivial things as well? Like saying how Tom is a faggot because his favorite Sonic game is Shadow the Hedgehog. That was pretty trivial. Oh, and it was pretentious.
Either way, review's over. So yeah, whether you like or dislike Shadow the Hedgehog as a game, I'm sure we can all agree that X-Play's review was complete bollocks.
Oh no, I hate this because it's a 1 out of 5.
Oh, and I hate this commentary because he likes a game I hate. Curse you, Tom! Curse you for not being a mindless sheep!
It's not always a bright idea to bring up stuff like racism in your reviews, because the way you talked about it, it could give others the wrong idea.
You also have a recolor.
So I'm...
What the fuck does that have to do with racism? Are you implying that because of Tom's recolor, that makes him racist? I'm not taking anything you said out of context. That's exactly what I'm hearing here. My god, you stupid, idiot, son of a bitch, dumb bastard. Jesus Christ, I've met some dumb bastards in my time, but you take them all.
I'm sure you can see why I think Shadow the Hedgehog has been judged unfairly by reviewers. If you want an intelligent Shadow Hedgehog review, watch Game Trailer's review on it, because they actually
gave it an 8.0 out of 10.
I'm also going to say this, don't watch X-Play, because Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb are a pair of morons
and
who don't know
because they
shit
gave
about
it
the
a
games
1 out of 5.
Oh, give it up, sir. Morgan Webb isn't going to suck your dick no matter how many times you try to defend her. Besides, she's way too old for you anyway, Mr. Bastard Child of Tim Allen.
Instead, watch GameSpot or Game Trailer's reviews. Heck, go watch IGN's reviews, because they are more professional than these clowns. So that's all I gotta say.
You're professional too using paint.
Oh, for the love of God, we get it already. You fucking hate this guy. Could you go for at least 5 seconds without pulling some biased stupidity from your gaping asshole? I told you for the last time, nobody's going to stick a dildo in there for you.
I'm saying goodbye, take care, and Sonic Hound 5200, it's great that you finally listened to criticism and apologize.
Congratulations with paint.
It's official. You suck.
It's official. You're immature. Anyway.
First of all, Tom is not a kid. From what I've seen of his videos, he's over 18. That's not a kid's age, sir. That's a young adulthood. And secondly, you're in no position to talk about maturity considering you A, blindly label people as fanboys because they like something you don't, B, you treat Tom like shit just because you despise him, and C, treat Tom as everything he does is the biggest mistake to mankind. You can say Tom is all these things, but in the end, you're just as fucking bad, if not worse, than who you claim to be as bad. I mean, I'm sorry, I know I'm being, you know, repetitive, but it's pretty much all you can freaking say about this video. He's a walking contradiction. I mean, everything he criticizes Tom for doing, he does the same fucking thing.
Yeah, let me just say, this kid is really immature.
Hi, Pot. This is the kettle. Why did you call him... Fuck.
Drawing stuff about people you hate really isn't going to get you very far.
And neither is making biased and hominid attacks towards people that you hate, but hey, that's never stopped you, now has it?
I'm starting to wonder if this guy got suspended from YouTube because this video wasn't even on YouTube, it was on blip.tv. You know, the site where people who fled from YouTube go to, like that guy with the glasses, or other people like him.
And way to show that you fail at research, because Tom posts his videos on Blip and makes trailers to the videos on his YouTube account, which is still up, because, you know, that way people can find them, so they don't have to search aimlessly for him, like, I wonder when he's going to make a commentary. Oh, he just happened to make one. And the reason he puts it on Blip is because Blip has a better handle on copyright, so you don't have to worry about false flaggers. That ever cross your mind? Oh, wait, I forgot. You need to have a mind in order for something to cross it.
Because of his popularity using it, so... Yeah, all in all, this is a fail commentary of a review.
And you made a shitty commentary on a review. So I made a commentary on a shitty commentary on a commentary on a review. Help me.
In other words, this guy just needs to grow up. And that was it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. And that's all.
Yes, let's subscribe to a guy who contradicts himself more than the plotline to Sonic 06. I think I'll pass. Adios, mind slaves.
My favourite 3D Sonic game out there.
You pompous, stuck-up, snot-nosed, English giant, twerp, scumbag, fuckface, dickhead, asshole!
Yeah, see this? You should really invest in one.